Hi everyone, Rana Sir is here. Welcome to our Rana Sir educational channel. Today I will talk on a topic whose name is quadratic equation. So you concentrate on this live video from starting to end. Therefore, you can update your knowledge on this topic. Topic name is quadratic equation. Okay, student, and simultaneously also you like this live video and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends, and students, and also subscribe this educational channel with your colleagues, friend, and students so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. Topic name is quadratic equation. Okay, student, so you concentrate on this live video from starting to end. Now some suggestion point I am going to tell you and you follow it positively. Okay, student, first of all you have to take one notebook and pen, and then you have to sit at your location properly with positively. Okay, student, and then you have to watch this live video properly, and you have to also write those information which are you understanding very well. Okay, student, by communication, and also which are data writing on the blackboard. Okay, student, so now I am going to explain each and every concept of quadratic equation, and then I will take some questions, that is numericals, from the textbook, and then I will solve those. Okay, student, so you concentrate on this video properly. Okay, student, so now I am going to start it positively. Okay, student, now here I am going to explain. This is the class 10th mathematics, and which is based on, that is which is in English medium, and also it is based on NCERT pattern, that is CBSE board. Okay, student, and if any student will solve like this, so VP board book can also be solved by that student, because that is also have same concept for solving, because only there is in Hindi medium, in UP board, but in CBSE board each and every term is written in English. Okay, student, so this is only language issue. Okay, so this is the chapter number 4, whose name is quadratic equation. Okay, student, so today we have to explain the concept of solution of a quadratic equation by using the concept of quadratic formula. Okay, student, so this quadratic formula I will explain in detail. Okay, so you concentrate on this topic. Topic name is solution of a quadratic equation. Solution of a quadratic equation by quadratic formula. By quadratic formula. Here I am writing formula. Okay, student, so here I am writing it bold, so you can understand it clearly. Okay, so this is the heading. That heading is written as solution of a quadratic equation by quadratic formula. Suppose that here I am going to write general equation of a quadratic. So here I will write ax square plus bx plus c, which is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, but here condition I will use that will be a cannot be 0. Okay, student, if a will be 0, so this quadratic term will 0, so I will get a linear term, and that will be the linear equation in one variable. But here a is written as a must not be 0. It means that ax square plus bx plus c, which is equal to 0, means it is a quadratic equation in general form. Because this quadratic equation has power 2, it means that it will have two value, and that value can be obtained by this quadratic formula, and that quadratic formula is written as x is equal to minus b, and here I will write plus minus, I will put here b square minus 4a into c, and then divided by 2. Now here I will write a, b and c are the constants which are available in the quadratic equation, but its value will be a value of a, b, c will be from minus infinity to plus infinity. In other words, we can say that the value of a, b, c can be from minus infinity to plus infinity, but value of a cannot be 0. Okay, student, it means that in that domain the value of a which is equal to 0 I will exclude. Exclude means in that domain I will not contain the value of a. Okay, student, so here this formula can also be written in this format also. X is equal to minus b plus minus root under, I will write in the place of b square minus 4ac, I will write here b, and the meaning of b is discriminant, and its value will be b square minus 4ac. I will elaborate it in detail again. So I will put it here 2a. So this is the formula, and this formula I can write also in this form. Both are same thing. Okay, student, both are same thing. So each and every student can write this formula and also this formula, because in the place of b square minus 4ac I have written here d, and the meaning of d is the discriminant. Okay, students, so here I will say where a, b and c are constant values. Here I will say are constant value. Constants are constant, and its domain will be from minus infinity to plus infinity. Its domain will be from minus infinity to plus infinity. But here I will say it cannot be 0, because in this domain from minus infinity to plus infinity I will not take the value of a which is equal to 0. If I will take the value of a which is equal to 0, so here quadratic equation will become in linear form. Therefore this condition is included in this domain. Okay, student, now further I have to also explain what is the meaning of d. Now here there is no space. Now here I am going to explain d is known as discriminant. D is known as discriminant. So the meaning of d which is known as discriminant, and this formula which is given by this formula is also known as quadratic formula, or in other words we can say that Quadratic formula. So this formula I can say here quadratic formula. Quadratic formula, or in other words this formula is known as quadratic formula or Quadratic formula. Sridharacharya formula. So each and every student has to note it, and after noting it, each and every student has this formula in your mind. In other words, we can say that each and every student has to remember this formula, because if one formula you will remember, the in the place of b square minus 4ac you have to put there d. It means that the value of d is known as b square minus 4ac. Okay student, so according to this formula I will use, and if any quadratic equation will be given here, so I will use this formula and we will calculate, yeah, we will compare this general equation which is written in quadratic form and also the given particular quadratic equation I will compare. After comparing I will get the value of a, b and c. After getting the value of a and b and c, and I will substitute in this expression. After simplifying I will get two value of x, because here x is written as x is equal to minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, because one times I will take plus sign in this formula, I will get one value, and that value I will say the root of that quadratic equation. In other words, I will say I will say zeros of that quadratic equation, means roots of that quadratic equation. In other step I will take in here minus sign and corresponding minus sign I will get another value, that will be the second roots of the given particular quadratic equation. Okay student, so according to this way I will solve the particular quadratic equation. Okay student, so each and every student has to know solution of a quadratic equation by quadratic formula. So I have written here general quadratic equation, because I will take one set of value of a, b and c, so I will get a particular quadratic equation, and the root of that particular quadratic equation I will use this quadratic formula or Sridharacharya formula, because this formula I can say that quadratic formula or Sridharacharya formula. So after using this concept I will get the value of x, and there will be a power of x where is it available 2, so its value will be 2, because here one is plus sign and other is minus sign. So one times I will take plus sign and second time I will take minus sign, corresponding these two sign I will get the value of x, that there will be 2. So there will be two roots of the given particular quadratic equation. Okay student, so this is the concept and we have to remember it. Okay student, now I am going to erase this concept. After erasing, and then we will take numerical from the textbook and I will apply this formula for getting the roots of that quadratic equation at that particular quadratic equation, because in this domain from minus infinity to plus infinity, one times I will take the value of a, b and c, and this value I will substitute in this general quadratic equation. I will get a particular quadratic equation, and then I will use this quadratic formula, that is Sridharacharya formula, and then after simplifying I will get the value of x, and that the value of x I will say that is the root of that particular quadratic equation. Particular means only one special equation, that is because here I am taking the value of a, that is particular, and value of b also particular, value of c is also particular, because in the form of a, b and c already I will say that is the constant and its value will be from minus infinity to plus infinity, but here a is excluded because the value of a which is equal to 0 will not lie in this domain. Okay student, now further I am going to erase this concept and I will solve some question. Okay student, so I am erasing it. Therefore you concentrate on this live video and how we can use this formula for getting the roots of the given particular quadratic equation. Now I am going to take it from the textbook. Solve. Now here I am using question number 1. 2 because in previous class I have also explained the concept of the quadratic equation and also the solution I have solved already. Solution of the given question I have solved. So here solve, we have to write solve 12 square 12 square plus 5x 12 square plus 5x, and then I have to take constant term that is written minus 3, which is equal to 0. Because in general quadratic equation I have taken the value of a is 12 and the value of b is 5 and the value of c is minus 3, and I have put in the general quadratic equation. After putting, I have got this is a quadratic equation, and this quadratic equation I will say that is the particular quadratic equation. So I have to solve it, and after solving, and we have to use the condition here written by quadratic formula. By quadratic formula. By quadratic formula. Okay, student. So here I am going to solve this. Now this is the question which is given here. Now we have to use solution of the quadratic equation by quadratic formula. So quadratic formula, before I have to write quadratic formula, here I will put solution. Here I will put solution. Solution means I will write here general quadratic equation. Quadratic general quadratic equation is, here I will write ax square plus bx plus c, which is equal to 0. And here condition is available, a cannot be 0. Here I am going to say this is the equation number 1, and in this case I will say a cannot be 0. I will say this is the equation number 1. Now particular quadratic equation is given, so that particular quadratic equation I will write here. So 12x square plus 5x, and here minus 3 is given, that is equal to 0. I will say this is the second quadratic equation which is given in the question. Now I have to use formula. So first of all I have to get the value of a, b and c from comparing. Now here I will write a statement. That statement will be such that on comparing equation 1 and 2, equation 2 we get. So here I have to compare equation 1 and equation 2, and we get, means here the coefficient of x square is 12 and here the coefficient of x square is a. So here I will write the value of a is equal to 12. Now here coefficient of x is b and here coefficient of x is 5. So I will write b is equal to 5. Now further I will write in the equation number 1 constant term is c, but here constant term is minus 3. So here I will write c is equal to minus 3. Okay students, so my solution is that first of all we have to write the general quadratic equation and then particular quadratic equation which is given in the question, and we have to write it properly. Okay student, properly means we have to not miss any term, any word, any digit in the given question. So same we have to write, that is the right information, that is properly, that is 12x square 12x square, here plus 5 x is available, so I will write 5x, here minus 3 is available, so I will put there minus 3, and on the right hand side here 0 is available, so I will put 0. So I will say this is the equation number 2. Now equation number 1 and equation number 2 I will compare. It means that I have to take the value of a, that is available here 12, value of b, that is available here 5, and the constant term is c, and here minus 3 is available. So after comparing I will write it here because it is important, because we have to use Sridharacharya method. In other words, we can say that the quadratic polynomial, that is quadratic equation, that is the quadratic formula, that is written here quadratic formula. Okay student, so further I am going to write the quadratic formula. Okay students, so above information I am going to erase because only these informations are needed. So quadratic formula I am going to write. Yes, the chart formula. Quadratic formula. Quadratic formula means Sridharacharya formula. Sridharacharya formula. Both are same thing. So I have to write here. So one is the quadratic formula, that means other words we can say that Sridharacharya formula. That formula is written as x is equal to, here I will write minus b plus minus, and here I will write root under b square minus 4 ac divided by 2a. So I have to use this formula, and this formula which is given by a mathematician whose name is Sridharacharya. Therefore I say quadratic equation can be solved with the help of quadratic formula or Sridharacharya formula. Both has same meaning. Okay student, now in this expression, that is in this formula, I have to substitute the value of a, b and c where is available, where are available. Okay student, so this value I will set in this formula. After setting, we will simplify. After simplifying, I will take one plus sign, I will get one value, that will be 1 root of the given particular quadratic equation, and when I will take another root with the help of minus sign, so that will be the second root of the given particular quadratic equation. According to this way, solution of this quadratic equation can be done easily. Okay student, if you are doing very well, so you like this channel, share this live video, and also you subscribe this educational channel with your friends and colleagues and also students, so that they can also update their knowledge on quadratic equation. Okay student, so you concentrate on this video how I am going to solve the given question by using the quadratic formula as Sridharacharya formula. Okay student, now and next time I am going to substitute its value, the value of a, b and c in the given formula. Okay student, so above data I am going to erase because I have to solve the value of a, b and c, and here I have to put in above formula. So here I am going to put x which is equal to, now here minus is available, so minus is available in the formula, and then in the place of b here I will put 12. Now here plus and minus sign is available, so I will put here plus minus sign, and then in the place of b I will write here 12 square, and then here minus is available in the formula, so I will put minus, and 4 is available also in the formula, and the value of a is, we have to put here 12, and then I will again put the value of 3 which is given here minus 3, and then this is divided with 2a. So by 2 is available in the formula. Now value of a, because here a is available, so value of a is written here 12, so I will substitute here 12. Okay student, so all information of a, b and c I have written. Now I am going to save its value because any time can be needed. So the value of a is 12, so I have to write 12. The value of B is 5. I am going to write 5, but value of C is written here -3, so I will write, because here I am saving it. I will leave that so properly I can use from there. Okay, student. So I am going to erase this one. Now I am going to simplify. So here I will put -12, here plus minus. Now here again I am going to simplify it. Here I will say 12 square, and here minus sign, and here minus sign is available, because here I will multiply with minus into minus, it will be plus sign. Okay, so here I will put plus, and here 4 is available, and here 12 is available, here 5 is available. Okay, so after multiply I can put it here. So here I am going to say 12 to the 24, so I will put here 24. Okay, student. So further I can write like this again, -12 plus minus square root. In the square root I can write 12 square plus here 4 3 is 12, so 12 into 12 I can write, and divided by 24 I have to write here. Okay, student. So again I will say 12 square. So in next step I can write like this. Okay, student. So in left hand side I have to write x, because in the left hand side x is coming. Okay, student. So above data I am going to erase for further calculation. Now again you see x is equal to, here -12 is available, so I will put here -12, here plus and minus sign is available, I will put plus and minus sign, and here 12 square plus here 12 square. According to this way I can write, and below is 20, below is written 24. So here I have to put 24. Okay, student. So again I will simplify it. Here I will put -12, here will be plus minus, and here 12 I will take outside, so here will be +1 and +1. Okay, student, and divided by 24. So here I will write 24. 24. Okay, student. So the value data I am going to erase. So here I am writing 24. Okay, again I am simplifying it. So -12 plus minus, here I will write 12 into √2. 1 plus 1, that will be 2. That will be √2. Now here 24. Okay, student. Now here I will write one statement. We have to take plus sign. After taking plus sign, again I will divide and I will make it small. So x is equal to, I will divide with 24 in 12, first term, -12 divided by 24, and here I have to write plus and minus sign, and here I will write 24 divided by 12 divided by 24, and then I will write √2. Now 12 is divided with 1, and this will be 2. 12 1 is 12, 12 2 is 24. Again here I will write 12 1 is 1 and 12 2 is 24. Okay, student. After simplify I have to write like this. Here I will put x is equal to -1 divided by 2. Here I will write plus minus √2 divided by 2. According to this way I can write, because above is available 1 and down 1 into √2, that will be √2, and down is 2. Okay, student. So here I can write like this. So below data I am going to erase. Again here I will simplify. In the place of -1 I will write -1 divided by 2. Here plus minus I have to write. Now in the place of 2 I can write here √2 into √2. Okay, in the place of 2 I can write root 2 into root 2. So that condition I will write here. So root 2 into root 2. 1 root 2 will cancel out. I will put here 1. Okay, student. So after simplifying here, I will say 1 by 2 plus minus 1 divided by root 2. Okay, student. So this is the simplification. Now I will segregate. I will segregate it. So here I am going to write root 2. So here x is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus minus 1 divided by root 2. Okay, student. Now here I will take one time plus sign, and then after simplification I will say that is the 1 by 2 of x. And another step I will say when negative sign I am going to take. After taking negative sign I will simplify. After simplification I will get a value, and that value will be the second root of the given quadratic equation. Okay, student. So here I am going to write that statement. In first condition if I will say if we take positive sign, I will say this is the equation. This is the equation number 3. If we take positive sign from equation 3, from equation 3 we get. So here I am going to write it over here. We get. Okay, student. So this condition I am using. So I will say that is x1, which is equal to minus 1 by 2. Here I have to take plus sign because plus is written here. So 1 by root 2. Okay, student. So one root is this one. Now further I will simplify. After simplification I will get a value, and that value will be one root of that given particular quadratic equation. So after simplification I can write. So this simplification I am going to do here. Minus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by root 2. I will take LCM of 2 and root 2. That will be 2 root 2. Now here I will multiply. Here minus root 2 and here will be 2. So after multiplication I can write 2 minus root 2 divided by 2 root 2. Okay, student. So after simplification I can write like this also. 2 minus root 2 divided by 2 root 2. I can put like this. 2 minus root 2 divided by 2 root 2. 2 root 2. Okay, student. I am going to write it in this part. Okay. There is no need to simplify. So this is one root. So I will say this is one answer. Now second answer we have to calculate. Now above data I am going to erase for further calculation. Now here condition 1 I have written here. If we take positive sign from equation 3 we get. So after taking positive sign I have got this one. So this is one root of the given quadratic equation. Now second condition I will write here. If we take minus sign, if we take minus sign from equation 3. Now equation 3 is available here. From equation 3 we get. Here I will write we get. Okay. So from here, now in this case that will be value of x, that will be 2, because here that is written in general form. x1 and x2 is available in the form of x. x1 and x2 is available in the form of x. That is, in other words, we can say that the value of x1 and x2 are available in the form of x. Now here I am segregating. When we are taking the value from here with plus sign, and then I will take the value of x in, we will take from equation number 3 minus sign. So I can write like this. So minus 1 by 2 is written here. Now from these two sign here we have to take minus sign only. So it will be value 1 divided by root 2. So this is the second root of that given particular quadratic equation. So this is also the answer of that question. Now both answer I am going to write at one place. After writing at one place, I will say that these roots are these value are the roots of the given particular quadratic equation. Okay, student. So after combining, I will write one statement. That statement will be like this: these are the roots of the given particular quadratic equation. Okay, student. So I am going to write at one place, and after writing at one place, and then I will write these are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, student. So I am going to erase data. After erasing, I will write it. I will write. So x1, which is denoted as alpha, and that value of alpha is here written minus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by root 2. Okay, student. So this is one value, and other is x2, that is beta, and which value is written as minus 1 by 2, and then I have to write minus 1 divided by root 2, and in the bracket I will write these are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, student. So I will say this is the answer of the given quadratic equation. I will write here one statement. Hence, here I will write hence these are the roots. These are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Given quadratic equation. Okay, student. So this is the complete solution of the given quadratic equation. Okay, student. So according to this way, any question can be solved with the help of quadratic formula, or in other words, we can say that with the help of Silver's formula. Okay, student. Already I have explained it and how I have got its value, because quadratic equation was given, and with the help of that quadratic equation I have got the value of x1 and also the value of x2, and x1 I am representing, means the value of x1 I am assigning into alpha, and the value of x2 and I am going to also assign in beta. So value of alpha which is equal to this one, and value of beta which is equal to this one. And so these are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Roots means zeros. Roots means zero. It means that in that quadratic equation, if I will draw and in the xy plane, so one line which is parallel to the x horizontal axis, that axis I will say that is the x-axis, and also other line I will draw which is parallel, which is perpendicular on the ground axis, on the ground. So that axis I will say that is the y-axis. Now the given quadratic equation was that is 8x square plus 5x minus 3 which is equal to 0, because here the coefficient of x square which is positive. It means that it's this curve will open this curve will open upward. So this curve will open upward and its value I have taken, so its value will be this value will be positive, and when I will put the value of x, that will be -3, so it will be 0 comma -3, and when I will take the value of this one on the x-axis, suppose that curve will go like this, that curve will go like this, so that will be parabola, and its diagram which is drawn here. Okay student, so according to this way any parabola can be drawn, and if anyone will say you write the coordinate of that point, so I will say its coordinate will be -1/2 -1 divided by √2, and its y value of y will be 0. So here I will write 0, and here I will put the value of this coordinate point, so value of x which is equal to this one, so I will write 1/2 plus 1/√2, and also here I will write the value of y will be 0, because on the x-axis the value of y will always be 0, and on the y-axis the value of x always be 0. Okay student, so you have to concentrate and you have to set the information in your mind. Okay student, so if you are understanding it clearly, so you also subscribe this channel with your colleagues, friends and students. Okay student, and also you share this live video with your friends, colleagues and students, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic, and topic name is quadratic equation. Okay student, so I hope that you are doing very well. Therefore you write, and after writing I am going to take another question, and solution of that question I will also solve with the help of quadratic formula, or in other words we can say that by using the Sridharacharya formula. Okay student, so I am going to erase this one. Now second question I am going to write from the textbook. Solve given quadratic equation. This is the question number 2. Solve the quadratic equation √3 x square plus 11x plus 6 √3. 3x square plus 11x plus 6 √3, which is equal to 0. Condition is given by quadratic formula. By quadratic formula. So here I am writing. Here I have to use quadratic formula, and then we have to get the roots of this quadratic equation, because I will use same concept. First of all I will write general equation of general quadratic equation, and then I will say that is the equation number 1, and the given quadratic equation I will say the equation number 2, and I will compare both equation, and I will take the constant term, the value of a, b and c from these two equations, and then I will use quadratic formula. In other words we can say that Sridharacharya formula, and after using I will get the value of x x1 and x2 in the form of x, and then the value of x1 I will assign in alpha, and the value of x2 I will also assign in beta. So I will say alpha and beta will be the roots of the given this particular quadratic equation. Okay, student. So according to this way, I will solve this quadratic equation. Now, first of all, I am going to write here solution, because from this point I have to give its solution. Now here I will write general quadratic equation in general quadratic equation is general quadratic equation is. Now I am going to write here, I will write ax square plus bx plus c, which is equal to 0, but here condition is available, a cannot be 0. Okay, student, I will say this is the equation number 1. Now the given particular quadratic equation I will write here same, root 3x square plus 11x, and then I will write in the place of constant 6 into root 3, which is equal to 0. So I will say this is the equation number 2. So I will write here one statement comparing these two equations. After comparing, we will get the value of a, b and c, and this value I will put in the quadratic formula or in Quadratic formula, and after simplifying I will get the value of alpha and beta by assigning the value of alpha, the value of x1 in alpha, and the value of x2 in beta. Okay, student. So again I am going to write one statement on comparing equation 1 and equation 2 on both sides we get. So after comparing, we will get, now here the coefficient of x square is a, and now here the coefficient of x square is root 3, and here the coefficient of x is b, but in equation number 2 the coefficient of x is 11. Now in the equation number 1 constant term is c, but in equation number 2 the value of constant is 6 root 3. Now after comparing, I will write here the value of a is root 3, the value of b which is equal to 11. Similarly, I will write constant term the value of c which is equal to 6 root 3. So I will write here 6 root 3. Okay, student. So now I have compared, and this value I will put in the quadratic formula. After simplifying that quadratic formula, I will get the solution of that quadratic equation. Okay, student. So above information I am going to erase. After erasing, I will get the value of alpha and beta. So here I am going to write quadratic formula, cylinder formula. So I will write here x is equal to minus b plus minus under, I have to write b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, student, because here I have got the value of a, b and c, and this value I will set in this formula. After simplifying, I will get the value of x1 and x2 in the form of x, that is labeled with plus and minus sign, and then the value of x1 I will assign in the root alpha, and also the value of x2 I will assign in the root beta. So I will say this quadratic equation has two roots, and one root will be alpha and other will be beta. Okay, student. So those roots I can obtain with the help of this quadratic formula or Siddharacharya method. That is Siddharacharya formula. Method is also known as formula. Okay, student. So here I am going to substitute this value in this equation, in this formula. So x is equal to minus b. The value of b is written here 11 plus minus, and here I will write in square. So in square I have to write like this. So here the value of b is 11. I will put here square minus, here I will put minus because minus is available in the formula, and then I will put here 4, and the value of a is root 3. So I will put here root 3 into, now here value of constant term is 6 root 3. So I will put here 6 root 3 divided by, I will write 2a, 2 is available, so I will put 2, but value of a is root 3, so I will put here root 3. Okay student, so value of a I have to put here root 3. Now this value I am going to erase, and these values I will save, because as per requirement I can write these easily. So here the value of b is 11 and the value of c is 6 root 3. So I have written here 6 root 3. Okay student, now I am going to erase this because for further calculation. Now here again I will write minus 11, here plus and minus sign is available, same sign I will put, and then in the square I will write. Now here 11 into 11 it will be 121 minus here 4 6 are 24, and root 3, here root 3 and root 3 is available, so root 3 into root 3, I will say root 3 into root 3, that will be 3. So I will write here 3. Okay student, again I will divide here 2 root 3 because 2 root 3 is available, so I will put here 2 root 3. Okay, so now in the left hand side x is coming, so I will put here x. Now for further calculation, able data I will erase. Okay student, if you have any doubt, so you comment your doubt in comment box, and I will see your comment, and then I will reply the answer of your comment positively. Okay student, again I am going to write here x is equal to, here minus 11 is available, so I will put here minus 11 plus minus, here I will put in root under, this will be 1 2 1, and I will multiply 4 3 ja 12, 3 2 ja 6, 1 7 divided by, below I will write 2 root 3. So here I will put 2 root 3. Now here I am going to simplify it like this. So here minus arrow is erasing. Okay, so below data I am erasing. Now here I am putting minus 11 plus minus, and then here I am going to put in square root. I will subtract 121, subtract, I will subtract 72. So here will be 9, here will be 1, 11, that will be 7. Now divided by, here I will put 2 root 3. So I will put here 2 root 3. Now again I will simplify it. After simplifying, I will write here minus 11, and here its value will be root 49. I will take its square value, that will be 7. So here will be 7. So divided by 2 root 3. I can write like this. Okay student, so after simplification I have got this one. Now in one step I will write when we are taking plus sign, so corresponding plus sign I will get the value of x1, and that will be the value of alpha. And again in second step I will say when we are taking minus sign, so after that we will get another value. That value will be the value of beta. According to that way I can say that this quadratic equation which is given and this quadratic equation will have two roots, and both roots can be obtained by using this quadratic equation या चार formula, and after simplifying we will get its value, that will be the quadratic root. Okay students, so I am going to use condition 1 and condition 2 also for getting its particular value. Okay students, now first condition I am going to write here. When we take positive sign, when we take positive sign we get now here when we will get positive sign, so I will say x1, that will be minus 11 plus, here I will take plus 7 divided by 2 root 3. So I will simplify it also. 11 in 11 is minus sign and this one plus, so it will be 4. So divided by 2 root 3. So 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4. So I will write this will be x1. So after simplification I am going to write minus 2 divided by root 3, and this will be alpha because its value I am assigning in alpha. Okay students, so this is the one condition when we have taken plus sign, and then I have got x1 value which is equal to minus 2 divided by root 3, and this value I am going to assign in alpha, that is I am going to assign like alpha because its value is this one and this value I am going to assign in alpha. So value of alpha is equal to minus 2 divided by root 3. It means that this is one root of given quadratic equation, and similarly second root I will obtain. So further I am going to erase this condition, and third condition, second condition I will write here. Okay student, so after erasing I will get its value. I am going to write second condition. When we put minus sign, then we get the value of x2 because x1 I have got, so here I have to get the value of x2. Now here minus 11 is available, so I will put there 11, minus sign is available, so I will put minus sign 7, minus 7 to root 3. Okay student, now value data I am going to erase. Now here I will simplify. So minus 11, that will be minus 18. That will be minus 18 divided by 2 root 3. Again I am going to divide. 2 1 is 2, 2 9 is 18. So this will be minus 9 divided by root 3. This is the value of x2. Again I can simplify it because every data I am erasing and this data I am going to simplify. Now x2 which is equal to, here 9 is written, minus 9, so minus 9 can be written like this, 3 into 3 divided by root 3 divided by root 3. Now for the each and every students are knowing root 3 into root 3 it will be become 3. So in the place of 1 3 I can write like this. In the place of this 3 I am going to write root 3 into root 3 divided by root 3 is a label downside. So that is into numerator. So root 3 and this root 3 will cancel out after simplification. In the left hand side here will be x2. So x2 is equal to minus 3 root 3. So this is the final simplification, and I will say this is the value of beta because this value I am going to assign in beta. Okay, students. So according to this way, solution of the given quadratic equation I can solve. Now I am going to write in one place, and after writing in one place, I will say these are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, student. So further I am going to combine. After combining, I will write its answer. So that is x1 which is equal to alpha and its value is minus 2 divided by root 3, and other value is x2 and its value I am going to assign in beta, and its value will be minus 3 root 3. Okay, student. So below data I am going to erase, and here I am going to write this is the final answer of the given quadratic equation. So I say this is the answer of the given quadratic equation. Now in general form I will say these are the roots. These are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Given quadratic equation. Here I am going to write equation. These are the roots of the given quadratic equation. So according to this way, I have completed the solution of this question. Okay, student. So if you are getting good concept, so you like this live video and also you subscribe this educational channel with your colleagues, friends and student, and also you share this live video with your colleagues, student and friends, so that they can also get improve their knowledge on this topic. And topic name is the quadratic equation. Okay, student. In previous class I have already explained concept of real number, uh, polynomials, and also pair of linear equation in two variables, and already I have solved the questions on the corresponding chapters. And also here I am explaining the chapter number 4, and I am also solving the questions which are based on this topic. Okay, student. If you have any doubt, so you comment and in comment section, and then I will see from there, and then positively I will reply. Okay, student. So always on same time, that is the 10 past to 7 p.m. to 8